Hello, lovely people. Don't look at the tights that are apparently hanging there. Whatever. It's fine. It's part of this video. Anyway, hi. It's been a minute. It's supposed to be a video a day on YouTube. It didn't happen. My name is Sam. This is Shadow Harvest. And I'm blaming traveling mixed with then getting sick off the plane after I got off the plane, along with some jet lag because 16 hours is weird. Now Eclipse season, you get a chaotic mess. But anyway, let's talk about it, shall we? Let's talk about the craziness of the stars, listening to them, not listening to them, and knowing when to listen to yourself and all the spiritual nonsense. So, eclipse season. Every year this happens. The eclipse start popping off, and astrology, whether you believe in it or not, I'm one of those people who thinks energies at large affect us. The chaotic elements that we all imbibe with are present, and we can either work with them or work against them. And if you are prepared or willing to be humbled a little bit, or willing to stop pushing against the grain of all the nonsense that is this crazy world, life gets a little bit easier. Mercury retrogrades for me have stopped becoming a very scary thing most of the time because of the fact that I double check my shit, slow down, don't leave things to the last minute, give myself more time if I can between commuting, traveling, what else. Just giving myself more time for mistakes to happen. When Venus goes goddamn retrograde, especially in certain signs, I am well aware of my dating life a little bit more, aka I am attuned a bit with when I get that gut feeling that tells me don't do that, don't go near that man. If you don't like them, if they're giving you all the red flags, especially if Venus retrograde, don't push past that. Don't keep giving people second chances. Don't keep telling yourself that certain vibes, attractions, whatever are not an issue. They are. It is. It's an issue. It's a problem. Stop it. Stop ignoring your things. When eclipses happen, I swear every year when they do, I forget about it. And I forget about the elements of chaos that they all bring in. And especially I have noticed this year, one of the reasons I think it has kicked my ass so fucking hard is I overloaded my fucking plate. When there is chaos in the mucky soup, when it's just all happening, time and time again, I was to remind myself in my spirituality and things is to slow the fuck down. Maybe not pack so much in. Maybe take a little more time in planning. Basically learn how to say no to more things. And instead, I decided, no, we're going to stack this up with videos. We're going to also have all these meditations and things that we want to do. Have all this witch stuff and witchcraft. We want to do videos for this channel. Working on my book, which, in case you missed it, it is now out. It's official. You can buy it over on the Amazons or Barnes & Noble, physical copies or ebooks. All that down is a link down below. The pre-order is now live. All beautiful poems and sketches for your consumption. I will be doing a bunch of little shorts on Instagram, YouTube, the TikToks, all of that if you want a little bit of preview of what's in the book. We've got mixes of Medusa's letters, all that lovely stuff overall. But yeah, putting this out is crazy. I'm also going to be at a convention at Portland Zine Fest. If you don't know, that is happening downtown at the end of this week. So if you want to stop by, if you're in the area, pick up a book, or I will also be selling some comics and stuff. Yeah, you can do that as well. But pumping this in, traveling to Japan, which was a great time, and I'll have a little video about some of like the cultural experiences and stuff of exploring other cultures, why that's important, and making sure you're doing it in a respectful manner type of deal. Come here, Defoof. Come here. But when the chaos happens, you need more room to be able to react to it. And I think that's kind of the whole part when it comes to astrology and when things are in retrograde, when things aren't going as expected, and when it feels like the world is literally shifting underneath you and it is the soup, the chaos soup is in flexy motion, and what you thought was solid is definitely not solid anymore, is giving yourself time and space and allowing the chaos to be what it's going to be, and giving yourself more patience, grace, all of that stuff. I could be beating myself up like freaking crazy over here trying to be like, there's no way I'm gonna do the video a day every day for the rest of October type of deal. I missed this many days. That really freaking sucks. Or I can keep making videos like this, keep pumping them out, at least all the way until the lovely Samhain or Halloween if you so celebrate, and they'll be fine. One of the things I think was the most chaotic for me, which I think was really the straw that broke the camel's back, is a lot of times people caution people against manifesting or against really trying to invoke and bring a lot more things to you during eclipses, just because the chaotic energy that we're in the middle of is, again, it's wibbly wobbly, it's all over the place, it's tangles of fated thread of nonsense. And working with that type of energy means that, like, yeah, maybe something eventually will get to you, but it could be all over the freaking place. It might take a minute. It might take a really convoluted route. I know this simply because I remember when I was first year into witchcraft, I thought, you know, like we bring the sun and the moon together in the eclipse, I will do a love spell that will do the both. This is no. Listen from my mistakes, don't do what I did. Because guess what? Part of that spell was really great and it was pretty immediate. It removed bad relationships from my life. Like, oh, it was, I don't know how the fact that happened. Even people I was dating, they suddenly were like, yeah, you know, the other day, and they said the exact same day the eclipse happened, they were like, I just felt a lot of anxiety. I don't know why, I was just feeling a certain type of way, like I just couldn't, which is very odd. And then like they would call things off or just disappear or something really quickly like after that, and so they were no longer a part of my life. These like kind of just superfluous or toxic people, or just, you know, like the type of people you keep giving a second chance to, they just remove themselves when I did that. It was amazing. Beautiful. And I have to say, ever since then, dating wise, at least, I have been much quicker to see the red flags than I ever have been previously. Partly some of that's due to age and self-reflection and whatnot and improvement. But I always like to also think that there's a little bit of the eclipse energy still working for that, because in the ways of bringing my soulmate, first things you have to do is clear out the other dum-dums. So there's room. Get all the bad energy out so there's room for the good one to be there. There's actually space for him and for me to be able to recognize him, hopefully. Yeah. So like, that's fine, but would I like a quicker way about it? Yes. And I don't know why I haven't learned my lesson, but I took a big break from the dating apps during the making of this book and in my publishing company, along with the death of Boo Boo. I was just not in a good place overall. Took a good break starting in the summer all the way through most of the fall, and was like, well, when I get back from Japan, I'm gonna start dating again. Pop, no, too much on the plate. Why are we doing that? Why would you add to that chaotic soup? Why would you do such a thing? Nope. Especially when freaking Saturn is still in retrograde too, and there's so many other planets that are in retrograde right now, and looking into how those all mean within your chart, it's gonna mean differently things for different people, right? But so many different things happening in the cosmos and me overloading my plate at the same time. It feels like again and again and again the universe just gives the same lesson when it comes to this stuff, is slow down. Give yourself a minute where you can. I struggle a lot with that need to pile stuff on, make things a priority, and you have to go, and if you're not freaking exhausted, burnt out beyond all belief, then you can't really say you really care about the thing. I feel like if I don't rush into the thing, then it will somehow slip through my fingers, it will be missed in that way, when actually I'm being so clumsy with like juggling all these objects that that's how things end up slipping past. I drop them because I'm trying so hard to rush through something as opposed to giving it breath and time that it actually freaking deserves. I had a wonderful therapy session not that long ago, this past week, and as I was detailing all the things that I was doing, and then my therapist very gently reminded me that my body is in a big state of flux from just time change, let alone all this other stuff that I'm piling on top of myself. So going back to the basics and like recalibrating that is when I have a major shift, even as something as time, and giving myself a little more wiggle room with that would have been plenty fine, and then I could have slowly added everything else back in and ramped up possibly even to the amount of busy I like to be. But instead I loaded it all up the front end and then was wondering why I was burning out at the end. It's like, and as someone who believes in the energies and things to work with, why would you do that during an eclipse? Why would you allow chaos, even more room in your life when you are on unsteady ground, I am not a person that demonizes chaos by any means. I think that chaos is unpredictable. That's all it is. It's just chaotic. Therefore, it could be good. It could bring bad. I do have to say, there are some things in this past week or two that I've been like, oh, that's an unexpected surprise that I was not expecting. That was a very good time, really fun time overall. But that does not mean that it wasn't entirely unexpected and also has not thrown my entire off, like, alignment. I'm like, that's a whole new thing to take and evaluate now. So, good or bad, I still like space to take it all in. Think about it. What does it mean? Where do I want to go from here? Yada yada yada. So anyway, that was today's video. Very brief. Book is here in the descriptions, all that. Catch me at the Portland Zine Fest if you so like. There will be videos out tomorrow as well. And all this other fun stuff. But comment down below, how are you handling the eclipse season? Have you felt your life gone freaking wonky past 2 weeks with everything going on? We just have to hold out. I believe it's November 4th. I think then we're out of it. And then hopefully things will start chunking along in a more stabilized manner, hopefully. But yeah, I'm trying to give myself more breath, more room, so there will be new videos as much as I can. I won't make too many promises overall, but yeah, that's today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.